Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In today's video, I am going to show you how I created this smoky silver makeup look, which I think is going to be perfect for the holidays. Now, before I go in with any eyeshadow, I'm first going to prime my eyelids, and I'm using the Jade Cosmetics Eyelid Primer. You guys know how picky I am with eyeshadow primers, but this one is actually really nice. It covers up all the redness on the eyelid, which I love, and it will make sure that my eyeshadow is gonna stay flawless all day. So I'm applying this all over the eyelid to remove the redness, which is gonna leave me with a nice clean base for the eyeshadow. I would never go in directly with eyeshadow before priming my eyelids. I think this is a step that you definitely don't want to skip because just with painting, you want to start painting on a clear base, on a clear canvas. So yeah, hopefully this trick will help you guys if you have never used an eyeshadow base. So I'm going to use this beautiful palette from Jade Cosmetics. Actually, all the products I'm using today are by Jade Cosmetics. I will list all the products I'm using today in the description bar. And I think this palette is actually perfect for the holidays. It has two more colorful shades in it, but also kind of like some silvery colors and smoky shades. So today I wanted to do a holiday inspired makeup look, which I hope you guys are gonna love. So I'm gonna start with this light grayish color, and this is gonna be the transition shade. So I'm going to blend this all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner, and I'm going back in a few more times with this shade to kind of like build up the color. So I'm blending in circular motions around the outer V area because I want to create kind of like a round shaped eye look. And I just build it up the shades by going in with more eyeshadow to get it to look as it is right now. Now for the next shade, I'm going in with the matte black color, and I'm kind of going to do the same thing as I did with the other shade, but focusing mainly in the outer V to kind of like darken it up and smoking it out. So kind of like pressing my brush and making circular motions, and then with whatever is left on my brush, kind of blending it softly towards the middle part of the crease, and then going back in with more product to make it even more darker. And I just kind of repeat until I'm satisfied with how everything is looking. You can go a little bit softer if you think the eyeshadow look is too dark, or you can create it as I am and go in with a lot of black eyeshadow. I really wanted this to be kind of more like a dramatic smoky look, so I definitely wanted it to look as dark as possible. And of course, everything I'm doing at one side, I'm also doing at the other side. So now I'm going in with some concealer, and I wasn't really sure what I was going for today, but I wanted to make sure that I use all the shades that come in the palette to kind of show you what you can create when you use all the shades. So I wanted to kind of like make this look a little bit different. So I wanted to use some concealer to kind of carve out the crease. Now this is optional. You can also skip this part and go directly to the next step. This way you won't have a really sharp line. I really like it, but I mean, some people don't like cut creases. They find it a bit too dramatic. So if you are that person that doesn't really like kind of like a cut crease, skip this part and go directly to the next step. Of course, the eye look is gonna look a little bit different, but without the cut crease, I think it's actually gonna look really pretty as well. But it's just gonna go, it will blend a little bit more into the eyeshadows instead of like being more sharp, if that makes sense. So yeah, let me know what kind of version you're gonna create if you're gonna recreate this makeup look. So now I'm going in with this light shade. It's kind of like a light white pearly color, and I'm going to press that at the inner corner of the eyelid. I'm going to create kind of like an ombre effect by going from light to dark. So now I'm gonna use this silver color, which is such a beautiful color. The pigmentation is also really nice. I didn't even use any setting spray on my brush, but the pigmentation was just insane. Normally with shimmery colors, I would use my finger because it gives more color payoff, but as you can see, the brush gives a really nice color payoff. So yeah, really happy with how it's looking so far. So now for the next step, I'm going in with this black shade, which has a really subtle silvery sparkle in it, which is so pretty. I wanted to use it just to see how it will look. I'm going to apply it kind of like a little bit further halfway the middle part of the eyelid towards the outer crease, kind of pressing it. I noticed this was actually such a dark color, so I went back in with a little bit of that silver color which we previously used and blend a little bit more of that in between. Now that didn't really work, so I used my finger with a little bit of the silver. And this way the transition is gonna look so much prettier. I feel like the contrast from the silver and the black was a little bit too dark, so I kind of needed like a shade in between. So I kind of faked it by using that silver in the middle part and softly blending it out, and everything is looking really good right now. So now I'm going in with the blue color because I really wanted to include that in today's eye look. So I'm gonna use it to create eyeliner. So what I did, I used an eyeliner brush and I sprayed a little bit setting spray on it. This way the eyeshadow is gonna look more intense, and this way I can kind of like make it look like it's eyeliner, which I think gives such a cool effect. You can also do this with the green shade in the palette or the black if you just want to use black eyeshadow. But yeah, I went for the blue color and I think it looked really good. So I used a little bit concealer around the outer part of the eyelid to make everything look more clean. And now I'm going to use the Jade Cosmetics eyeliner pencil in black, and I'm going to use this for in the waterline to kind of make it even more smoky. Then now using a tiny brush, going in with the black eyeshadow, which we used earlier, and pressing this right underneath the lower lash line. Also kind of on top of the waterline to make sure that there's no skin peeking in between the pencil and the black eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line. So I'm just pressing the black eyeshadow underneath the lower lash line, kind of continuing so that the whole lower lash line is as black as possible. And then after this step, I'm going in with the golden shade because we haven't used that one yet. And I'm going to apply a little bit of that underneath the lower lash line, but focusing mainly at the inner corner beginning part. So doing this, of course, at both sides. And then after this, I'm actually going in with the green color and applying that right next to the golden. And doing the same thing, but now focusing more like at the center part. So this way I actually used all the shades except for the lightest matte gray color because I didn't really need it, I think. But you can also use that shade to kind of blend out the crease if you think you still are having some harsh lines. But I felt like I didn't really need it to do that. But you can definitely do so if you need a little lighter shade to make your blending look a bit better. So I just continue to blend this green color underneath the lower lash line. Loving how it looks so far. I decided to go in with a little bit more of that white pearly color and use a little bit of that in the inner corner area to kind of make it pop. Now I'm going to use the Jade Mascara. I will make sure to put the name in the description bar. This one is actually really nice. It made my lashes look really nice and black, and the lower lashes looked really long, which I love. I always try to make my lower lashes look as long as possible. Now I am going in with some fake lashes, of course, to finish the makeup look. So this is the end result of the eye makeup look. I really hope you guys like how it turned out. So now I'm gonna finish off the rest of my face makeup. I have already applied my foundation, concealer, and some bronzer. So now I'm gonna use this Jade blush, which has 3 colors. Super pretty. I mixed all 3 shades together using their blush brush and blending this on the apples of my cheeks. It's such a beautiful kind of like pinky peach shade, which is kind of the shade that I would normally go for. Now I quickly applied some lip liner off camera, and I'm gonna use this lipstick from Jade Cosmetics in this super pretty nude color. So I'm gonna use this on top of my lips. Also a shade that I would normally go for. I love nude lipsticks with a little bit of a pinky undertone. And I love this combination. So now to make it even more glossy, because I mean we're going for a holiday look, I'm gonna use this gloss which has a super cute light in it. So that's so handy. This way it makes it so much more easier to apply it. And the lip gloss itself has a mirror on it, so you don't even need anything else. Perfect. So I use this on top of the lipstick and I love the combination. This lip gloss has a really subtle sparkle in it, which is so pretty. And then here you can see the finished result. You can apply some highlighter if you want. I was actually on my period when I filmed this, so my skin has been quite rough. So whenever my skin isn't at its best, I try to avoid highlighter so it doesn't make my blemishes appear even worse. So yeah, this is my finished look. Let me know if you're gonna try it. I hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. I will make sure to put all the products in the description bar. Also, I have a special code that you guys can use to get some discount. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!